Well, I'm back. It's been a little while since I've done any videotaping. I got a new lens. This is a 16 millimeter Sigma lens for the camera, and I can get really close to it. I mean, it's like right there. Anyway, the last couple weeks have been more in photography than videography, and I've been working with Lightroom to refine my pictures. So I went down to Fremont Street and took a whole bunch of pictures and video, and I'm working on patching together some things there. I took some pictures of Lacey that turned out really well, and so a picture of Lori. I've learned how to use the mask feature to darken the background and color it blue so it's a nice cool background, and then highlight the subject and turn it a little bit more red and orange, and boy, the photos just really pop. So anyway, I'm looking forward to continuing all of that. Now regarding videography, this is the first time I've done any video with this lens, and OCD me, I have a macro lens coming too, which will be for photography, but I'm interested to see how that will play out with video as well. Anyway, experimentation, equipping myself for much better levels of photography. I'm pretty happy with the way things are working out here on this. So on another front, Flashpoint Fiction is really popping. I had another one of my episodes done by a professional voice actor, this guy named Anthony Senna, with a real Brooklyn, New York accent, read Ad Man, and I was just fucking tickled to death with the way he performed as a New Yorker on my work. I haven't been able to get up with Henry Black. He's been out of pocket for a while. He said he was going in the hospital and he hasn't shown back up, so what the fuck happened to Henry Black? Anyway, I should drop him a note and ask him if he's ready to go back to work. I hope nothing bad happened to him. So anyway, talking about things bad happening, a cloud just came up and I see that affecting the video here. Let me get up the exposure just a little bit more. I know how to do that. No, not while I'm recording apparently. But anyway, Lori's father died yesterday, so we've had 3 deaths. Her mother 5 months ago, Dad a month ago, and Lori's father yesterday. So they always say, oh, they come in threes. All right, well, we've finished that set. I'm not anxious to see another set of 3 deaths show up anytime soon. But you never know. Anyway, I'm going to pause so I can cut the clip here if I want to. It's been a month since my father passed away, and I've had a lot of ups and downs thinking about him and life without a father. I think one of the most profound things that I thought about was when I go back to Pensacola now, I can't go back to Dad's. In fact, I don't have anywhere to go except maybe Alan's house. So anyway, it really wiped out home base, and it made me the standard bearer of the family. I'm the oldest one now. So things change. I've thought good things about him. I've thought some of the things that weren't so good about him. I think the image that sticks in my mind more than anything else was the picture of Alan standing there in front of the crematory with his ashes still in the machine before he raked them out. That's not something I recommend many people to see. Even though I did that thousands of times, knowing that it was my father's cremains laying there was ghastly. So anyway, life without parents. My mother's still out there. I should call her much more often than I do. But it sure changes your life to be without a parent. Even though Dad wasn't intact for the last 3 or 4 years, just knowing that his heart was beating and he was breathing and somewhat responsive occasionally made him alive. But this idea of being dead is really, really tough. I know a lot of people in the world believe religious concepts of an afterlife, and I wish I had full faith in that, but I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't rule out any possibilities in the crazy universe that we live in, but the fact of an afterlife hasn't been proven by me with any level of rationality. I wish that we could live forever, and that's such an attractive concept that I'm not surprised that man has thrived on it. And maybe we should go ahead and just leave it alone if it keeps peace in the world. But you know, it really doesn't. We got North Korea launching missiles, and Vladimir Putin and Russia invading Ukraine, killing people, and just crime after crime after crime in this country all the time, and the political divisions. I just don't have much hope for human beings. If there is some sort of worldwide catastrophe that wipes out almost everybody, I don't think it will create peace in the hearts of the people who left over to live and let live and not make the same mistakes, because men make the same mistakes about killing each other all the fucking time. Just look at the litany of wars and the political divisions now. All the cemeteries that are still just sitting there with those bodies. Nobody ever came back. Even Houdini, who probably could have figured out how to do it, didn't do it. Now they say Jesus rose from the dead, but that's part of that myth and fantasy of unproven accusations. And you have to believe that it's a Christian, or Judeo-Christian concept too. Otherwise, you're just fucked, I guess. There's plenty of religions to pick from. I guess you should pick the one that makes you feel like you at least got a little bit of hope in whatever happens after you die, because I damn sure don't.